Good morning, everyone. My name is Vita, Hippie Crafty Homemaker here, and Hippie Crow Hub is where creativity meets sustainability. There, I said it. Today, I woke up and all my plans just kind of reorganized itself in my brain. I really thought that today will be another top sewing day, but I'm not feeling like it. I have a batch of clothes that I need to kind of thrift flip at this point because it's coming closer to the end of the summer and I'm reorganizing all my shop racks, and there are some items that I wasn't successful at sewing and they were kind of the remains of the certain batches that I introduced to the shops. And at this point, I don't want to hold on to it. I don't want to wear it as they are because it's just something not quite vibing with it. So I'm going to take opportunity to thrift flip it all. And today specifically, I woke up, I was like, I want to do this and I want to do this. I'm inspired, but at the same time, my brain is like a chaos. I don't know where to start. I don't know what item to do. I thought I'm going to make all of this batch, like turn it into like a couple of little videos. But now I don't even know which ones to start first, but I'm just going to wing it. So basically the plan for today, that there is no plan, is a freedom flow, is a creative chaos. So we're just gonna do and see and wing it and be like, whatever happens. All right, let me show you what I've got and kind of the ideas that I have for it. And then I'll keep flipping it until I run out of time, I guess. And maybe there will be part 2 of this video. Maybe I will fit it all in this video. I don't 100% know at this point. But hey, let's just live the unknown, the wild, wild west of upcycling, right? Okay, so here we go. So these 3 shirts that I am not feeling their colors. I thought at the time when I got it that it was gonna be like nice, but I don't think they're nice anymore. So there's this shirt. I just feel like the colors are a little bit dull. And I tend to go for these darker colors, but like for myself, I'm also trying to stay off of those colors because it's kind of an easy grab. You go like, oh, I don't care, I'm just gonna wear gray. And then it kind of like tones down your mood. You feel more dull in the face. And I'm just like really trying to stay away from dull colors. And yeah, and this hasn't sold for a while, so maybe people are feeling the same thing. So I want to upcycle this. It's the same kind of thing with this shirt too. Kind of like the idea of it, but on its own, it is too dull. So I am going to patchwork these 2 together, and I think that's gonna vibe kind of in a more funner way. But to elevate it a little bit, I'm gonna incorporate a fabric from this shirt too. And oh my God, this is a gorgeous shirt, and I took it to the market last week, and I'm so happy it didn't sell because later I started noticing that the fabric is kind of like slightly falling apart in some areas here because it's so sheer. And so yeah, I think it's time to cut it up. So basically I'm gonna merge these 3 shirts together. And again, I don't know which one I'm gonna start first. I'm winging this whole video here, guys. So this is the plan and the idea. Okay, I've got 2 t-shirts here. This t-shirt, the stripy one, I'm just not loving it. I'm not feeling it. I was just wearing it around the home, but I feel like a butt when I have it on. It's just not vibing with me. So I want to do this hack where you like cut off the top part and use the underarms as an inseam. Never done this before. Saw it being done on like Pinterest, but I'm gonna try to wing it and turn it into some sort of pajama shorts, because those kind of shorts are always really useful for me personally, at least, as like just, you know, you wake up in the morning and go to the kitchen where you gotta cover up your butt. All right. And this shirt, I bought it intentionally. It's a cotton shirt, very nice thick fabric. I bought it intentionally for upcycling because we have some damaging here. Here, it's damaged. So we're gonna cut this off. So I think I'm gonna do a tie up top. I'm gonna like cut somehow like this and gonna attach straps at the back and on the top. So this is gonna be like a little t-shirt, easy top hack. Something like that. Okay, but we'll see what happens in reality, because sometimes plans don't always go the way you know, I envision, and then I have to make changes as I go. But all good. All right, this denim skirt, really nice skirt. You know, I bought 5 of these and I sold other 4, these maxi, you know, denim skirts, and I like the vibe. They're kind of popular now and they're cool, and I try to wear it and it kind of fits me. It's a little bit loose, but it's kind of on the hips and it doesn't look bad, but there's something about its plainness. I don't know, it just, I just figured that I'm not going to wear it, and I don't want to hold on to this one skirt for like a next year to try to sell it, because usually, you know, you kind of try to bring stuff in batches. But what I'm really feeling lately is mini denim skirt. So I'm going to chop it. I'm not going to do too mini to the point where the butt is coming out, but I'm going to do like a half thigh kind of length. And again, maybe it's going to be for me, maybe I'm going to resell it, I don't know. So I'm going to slice it here. The bottom part, I will of course keep it as a fabric stash. But I think it would be nice to turn the bottom part into like a top, but I don't know if it's gonna happen in this video, but this is the plan, like a denim little top. So I'm really feeling like Y2K style tops lately, like kind of like here's a triangle and here's flowy and tie up at the back and naked. I don't know what's going on with me. It's just all this like teenage dreams kind of thing happening with me. Maybe it's getting closer to 40. I don't know. It's like some sort of crisis. I'm kidding guys. I don't know. I'm hyper. I just had a coffee. So, but to give this little mini skirt a little some elevation, I'm gonna use, okay, now I know what you're gonna say. This dress is gorgeous. Don't cut it up. Yes, I know. I agree with you 100%. It is beautiful. It's not something I would resell. It's Gap. It's not vintage. It's fast fashion. I don't even think it's cotton. This might be like Ryan. I don't see a tag. It is pretty though, and I had this already for 2 summers hoping that I am going to wear it, and it didn't happen. I'm not going to hoard this in my wardrobe and hope that next summer I will wear it, because really with what I do, with the amount of clothes that I produce and I bring in and I push out, it's too much stuff to hold on to. So I am going to use this fabric as decorational pieces, like for example for this denim skirt, I can cut off the bottom and use this little line to attach in the bottom for a little some little white frillies coming out from under the skirt. I think that will be cute. And maybe I would wear this as a top. Maybe I just need to crop it and this would be like a nice little over the, you know, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see. These are just ideas. Okay, these pants. I really liked the idea of these pants. Love the color, love that it's high waist. What I love extra very much is these little embroidered flowers. They were just so cute, and I was like, oh, but in reality, like I put these pants on and they kind of look a little frumpy. You know, there are some high weight like snug pants that kind of look, ooh, cute, but these are not doing that. So I wasn't able to sell it. And also I'm not loving when I put it on. I love it like this, but I don't love it when I put it on. So I have a different plans for it. So I want to turn the top into like a mini shorts, kind of, you know, like those like pin-up girl kind of style shorts. So I'm gonna do like a short crop, and I'm gonna round the sides slightly to make it kind of like add this little curviness shape. And I'm also going to add that white fabric frillies underneath for like a pinch of fun. And the bottoms of the legs, of course, are going to be used and turned into some tops. And look, if I place the fabric in the right way, this way or this way, this could be a perfect top situation. Look at that, right? You see what I'm saying? Okay, we're planning. You see, today I'm just bursting. Woo, thrift flip. Okay, I think I gotta calm down. I don't mean to be so super hyper. It's just like today I am just am. Okay. Not a bad thing, because last few days I was really like low energy. I was like, I need to rest. I don't want to do anything. And I think that's what I needed. And now all my energy is back. So here we go. This gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. This one breaks my heart. Gorgeous. I love it. But in reality, it is a vintage nightie. Okay. But now people have been wearing vintage nighties as dresses, and I think is adorable and is gorgeous. But they're more popular in white. I don't know. People just love to choose trends like with the strict tee. I don't get it. Like, but hey. Now, for the practical reasons, again, I don't see myself wearing this. Like maybe with a belt would be nice, but I just have so many clothes, and it has to be either really something super practical, something I would 100% wear, or it has to be sold. But this didn't sell for 2 years already, so I don't want to hold this on with like, you know, cluttering and hoping, but it never happens. So I see this being really functional, practical, and beautiful as a top. So this is the easiest thing to do, crop, right? But the fabric is very kind of wrinkly, and I have to think the only way to like do this properly is to do a zigzag, but it has to be like rolled in like that. So I think I would have to look for matching thread, and I don't know if I have it, so we're gonna have to figure this out. Right now I'm just hoping I'll get this done, but I don't know what's gonna happen. And of course the bottom of the dress would be a fabric stash for something else. Who knows what at this point? A skirt, a top, I don't know, but you know, we don't waste here. Alrighty, this top, again, I love the idea of this top. Look at these buttons on the side, but there's something not right with it. It's not my size, it's too tight for me. And again, 2 years, 2 summers, nobody bought it, and I would have thought that it would have been sold by now. But I think the way the fabric is going, it's kind of, the line's a little odd and not straight, it's kind of twirling. I don't know if it's like an era of sewing or just with time it got stretched out in a funky way. So I'm gonna do something with it. I'm gonna make it into something practical. I do love the color combinations, but what I'm thinking to start is to use the top part as a top, but not like this, but to flip it this way and have these buttons in the center, maybe 3 buttons and then crop. And these I will open here, and I'm gonna restitch them this way. Pretty easy. And again, the bottom will be used for a fabric stash. I think that in this video maybe I can do those basic upcycles, and then with the remains of a fabric stash I could do a lot of tops in the next video. You see, I'm already deciding here. Not bad, not bad. Last item, last but not least. Okay, I was testing some like, you know, early 2000 dresses at one point, and I made some purchases, and I guess not the most successful. This one, I only had it for 1 summer, but nobody wanted it, and I just don't know. It just, when you put it on, it kind of, it's a little frumpy, a little bit not too flattering. I love the fabric and the colors, but it's just, I don't know, just too much like caking. So the fun part is that if you flip it over, look, dun dun dun, I can turn this into like many layers of like tops and skirts. So if I crop, this would be a very cute top with a regular pants. So just crop. Now, second layer can be a little skirt, another skirt, and another skirt. It just never ends. So there's like 5 skirts and a top or something like that. I don't know how it would go in reality. I just mean to like trim and add elastic band, and you know, have like this a little bit of black fabric here and then the frilling happening in the bottom. I think it would be kind of good as a little beach cover up, or you know, when you wear like leggings and like a top, and you need something to cover your butt, so add that extra layer just like flowing around underneath. I don't know, you know, sometimes you just gotta try and see what happens. Okay, so this is it. Oh. Okay, I'm just showing off. All right, let's get sewing. See you in a minute. family. That energy got me through it all. I cannot believe it myself, but I just went with it. I really did not think I'll finish it all and get it all done, but I did. I actually did all of the projects. One thing that halfway through that blue top sewing, I realized that I forgot to turn the camera on for filming, but then the battery ran out. So I had to charge my phone, but I didn't want to stop sewing, so I just continued doing it all. But regardless, I think the main part of these upcycles is cutting it. And these are pretty straightforward, simple upcycles. And I think the most biggest key point of this video is ideas, because like I said, when I started filming this video, I didn't know exactly what's gonna happen. So there it is. This is what happened. So let me show you all of the things. I'm gonna put it on. I put this on so it's easy to just put all of it on top of this as a base. And let me know what you think. So let's start. I'm gonna start with a random order, not necessarily like by its cutting. Okay, so the 3 shirt combo, the dress. All right, so I added the elastic here in the back, and I did this different colors here in the front. And the idea is great, but this is the one item where I'm not loving the execution so much. And I did these cups a little bit too big and it was looking messy. So I tried to fix it by trying to make them smaller, but then that kind of got a little bit wonky. So this is the only item where I'm like, yay, I love the idea, but I don't love the execution of it. But again, this can still be worn around the home, just for whatever, you know. It wouldn't be for sale, but this is how it turned out. So, you know, a little beach cover up or something. Like I said, idea is not bad, but I don't love how this is kind of wrinkling up. It's just not feeling completely flattering. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. But this is one of these items where I kind of wanted to toss these 3 items to the side anyway. And this was a fun experimental project. And it was a good practice. So yay, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it at the moment, but I did it. Okay. Now this dress suddenly has become shorter. Okay, and I realized as I was trimming the bottom for the decorations, I realized that I'm kind of liking it being like a long top. And look, oh, sorry, my hanger just dropped. So right now this can be just like a shirt, even on these like black shorts kind of leggings. This could still be used. I'm still not sure if I would actually use it or wear it. Like I said, I like the idea of it, but in reality, I don't know if I'm actually going to use it. But again, the fabric from the bottom has served me really well, so I can't complain. And maybe later this is literally gonna become like a crop top thing. I don't know yet. This is gonna stay for those whatever happens moments. Okay, I'm loving this now. Now as a dress, this was feeling really frumpy, but now this is so wearable. Like even with the jeans or shorts, this is a really super cute top. And I am going to keep this because even though I found a really good yarn to match the color, to the thread to match the color, My sewing machine kept having some tangling problems, and there are some parts that are looking really messy. So I would, if I wanted to resell this, I would have to either redo the whole bottom, but I kind of can't be bothered. So here is when it was going really well. You see, looking all neat. And then here is when things started to go a little bit wonky. And I didn't want to keep going over it many times because this fabric is quite fragile and I knew that it's going to start damaging the fabric. But I love that it does this frilling and flowing thing. So there you go. Cropping unflattering dresses and turning them into tops has been one of my favorite things because it ends up being a lot more practical and wearable and useful. So that one I think is a success, minus the little like messy parts on the sides. Okay, these shorts. Okay, it's looking fun. I love this sleeve thing. It just naturally did this perfect inseam. But now, just to let you know, none of the items I have put on myself, so I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm putting everything on literally in front of you. So if it looks silly, we're gonna find out. Okay, on top of my leggings, it is a little bit sticky because this fabric is kind of sticking, but this is looking perfect fit for pajama shorts for like every day at home doing yoga. Super stretchy, and I have a feeling that this is going to be one of my favorite pajama shorts. So there you go. It's a great hack to use, and you did see at the beginning of the video how I cut it, and you can see many, I believe, tutorials all over internet if you want to get exact details. It's really straightforward, just cutting off the top, and that's it. Okay, this top I think is a success. So I did 2 layers and I sewed it inside out at the same time as I was sewing in the edges. So, and then you turn it inside out. So I've been making, I made a couple of different videos so far. So I already made a couple of different videos with like a clear, slow demonstrations and tutorials. So you can check it out. I'm gonna tag some of those videos onto this video so you can look if you're interested in like this specific kind of type or style. It's slightly different variation, but the idea is the same. So here for the back, I used the buttons of the shirt. So this is how it's gonna go. So this ties up, and this is quite a free size, I believe. It could fit someone bigger and smaller. So here, and the buttons would crisscross and would button them. Okay, there we go. And these straps, they just fall as decoration. So there we go. I think this is super cute. This is made out of like a simple t-shirt, and this is a nice open back top. So this is doing this a little bit, but again, if somebody is wider here, it would be more perfect. But even this, it could just be a style thing. So here we go. Another one success. Flipping clothes is fun. Seriously, like the random things you can come up with and flip your entire wardrobe. It would be like 1 year's worth of entertainment with like the stuff that you already have. I've been trying to downsize my wardrobe already for probably 2 years. And let me tell you, I've always claim that I don't have that many things, but it turns out that I need a lot less than I even have. So it's like a never-ending process, specifically with like being a vendor and selling vintage clothes. So there's a constant like turnaround of things, and it's like flowing. I bring things in, I bring things out. So I can never run out of clothes, I tell you that. And if I wanted to, I could literally wear the same thing only once, which I don't think is sustainable. But if I felt like I needed to change up my outfit every single time with using the same clothes, I probably could. And I feel like I've been doing that. But some things that really work and stick with me, I really hold on to, and I cherish it for a long time. Okay. This skirt, the long skirt, is now turned into this. So here we go. So the bottom parts are the fabric from that dress, and I think this is super cute. And like I said, this skirt kind of fits me. It's a little bit spacious for me, but it's wearable, so I could wear it and I could resell it, so either one. And I don't know which one is gonna be, because now it's the end of summer, so I don't really feel like I want new clothes at this point. But I also basically, there we go. And it's not too short, so it's still comfortable. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with it, but I think it has a lot more potential to resell now than what it had previously. It looks a lot more fun and entertaining. Next item. Okay, so these from trousers to shorts. Okay, I'm looking forward to try to make a top out of the bottom of these previously trousers, now shorts, because those flowers are really cute. And I hope I'll be able to get it done in the next video. If not, we'll see what happens. Okay, judgment call. All right, okay, this is really cute. All right, these are also slightly spacious for me, but I do like clothes a little bit like loose and spacious. I could wear it folded down, or I could wear it with a, sorry, this is just a pinch too, my camera is just a pinch too high, but you get the idea. And this could be nice with like super high waist and with a belt and a tiny little top, even like a bikini top. I think this looks so much cuter now than it did before, because the trousers, the long trousers, were not looking very flattering. Okay, and this is way more entertaining now. Okay, this is too small for me. I wish it wasn't, because I would totally keep this for myself, because this is now extremely adorable. So I added this white frillies. I changed, I turned the top to the side. The buttons were on the side before, so now I made this that the buttons are in the front, and I resewn the straps, and voila! Such a simple change, but super effective. And I think now the item is a lot more sellable than what it was before. All right, that dress is now a top. Easy, simple top. Now let's put this on. So it has that liner. It's not too long, so that you see a little bit of that sheer fabric, and I think it's super cute now. There you go. So much better than that long dress, because somehow it was looking cute, but then it wasn't, so there you go. At this point, these items are probably gonna be kept for next summer, and we'll see what happens with it. But I had to do something with that stash. So here we are with these skirts now from the dress. There's a skirt number 1, skirt number 2, and skirt number 3. So this is kind of like a little beach cover-up. A tiny little beach cover-up. And so this is completely sheer. So this would even be cute on top of like the shorts that I'm wearing now. This could totally be an outfit. If I wouldn't want to be wearing just the shorts, just having this on, it kind of makes it a little bit more fun. This could also be a great cover up to put over a swimsuit if you want just a little elegant covering happening. Okay, so this one is similar idea, but it has this fabric, but it's a little bit wide for me. So what could be done if I wanted to keep this for myself is just add an elastic band on the top. But I like that it's like has that simple fabric, so someone with bigger hips could wear it. This could also be turned into a top. I would have to figure something out. But anyway, for now, this is a skirt and we'll see what happens. Okay, so this is the same idea, but it's a little bit smaller because the different layers of it, of the dress, was coming out like that. So the top part was smaller and then the other parts was bigger. So this is the middle section. Okay, this kind of fits me. It's still slightly loose, but this could be flipped down like this, or a belt could be added, or it could be adjusted on the sides, just made it narrower. But if somebody is with slightly bigger hips than me, this would be a perfect fit. And I think this is very flattering little skirt. But again, we'll see how the sizing goes. If it doesn't work, then we'll remake it. The point is that we're being creative and we're trying to think outside the box, and that we're trying to do something with the items that we no longer like or need or want. Of course, tossing it back to the thrift is another option. But when we do so, we're not guaranteed that it's going to be reused in a good way. It could end up in landfill. And because I sew and craft and create, I would need to buy new fabrics. I would need to pay money to get something made for me so that I can play around, but which is unnecessary. So I can use what I already have and transform it into something new. And not every project has to be a success. If you're gonna be sewing and crafting and making, do not be afraid to mess up something that doesn't work for you in the first place. It is not going to be a waste because you're going to be using it to practice and to learn. Alrighty, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. At the moment, everything seems like a jumbo mumbo here that I filmed, but I hope that when I edit the video, things are going to come together and make a little bit more sense. So to support, do like, do comment, and stay subscribed, or subscribe if you haven't. Click the notification buttons to always be aware of upcoming video, but always have a new video prepped for you every Monday, 10 a.m. Alrighty, have a lovely week. Stay creative. Love and peace. Bye, 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 bye. Mwah!